Hello, welcome to the Mom series, The Misunderstanding of Multiplicity. This channel is about multiple personality and what is now called dissociative identity disorder, or DID. It used to be called MPD, now it's called DID. It's one and the same thing. I wanted to go over the purpose of this channel quickly again, and say hello to a few people and let you know that I have some new software that I'm downloading and a laptop that I'm refurbishing. So I haven't been doing many videos, but I will be now. And the project that I mentioned in the last video and the video before that is coming together slowly but surely. It was a situation where it looked at three different people that I knew that were diagnosed DID plus myself, or MPD, or they were diagnosed back when it was called MPD, and then some were diagnosed when it was called DID. We were trying to put it all together, answering pretty much the same questions of the misconceptions that we get all the time. Things that people misunderstand and commonly believe that are just not true, and we were all trying to give our answers and our experiences to that, and examples. And we thought we actually found a person here in New York that does a lot of filming, and then there was a gal in LA that does that travels and does filming of docudramas. And we were negotiating with a few different people, and it really, here's the problem with when you go to film with other people, you really give up a lot of creative control, and each of us have been back and forth talking about, well, it seems like they're going to try to put a slant on, or emphasize certain things that we're not actually emphasizing, and so let's try to do this ourselves with software. So that's what we're still trying to do. If a godsend of a cinematographer that could stay objective would come along that wasn't expensive, that would be wonderful. But in the meantime, we're still working on that. And I have gotten mail, and I do see your mail. I wanted to say I won't say your name, but hi, I'm sorry that I did not write you back sooner. My computer broke September 20th, and I've been getting it all set up with this new, it's not a new laptop, it's refurbished, which kind of, I just have to reinstall everything. So sometimes I can see YouTube, sometimes the videos buffer forever, and I wasn't seeing mail for the longest time. But when I got to your mail, I read it, and specifically to the one gal in the UK. I want to say that if you live in the UK, I would recommend the Gate Center. And the director of the Gate Center has his very own YouTube out here, and there are I think three now, other gals that were diagnosed within a 2-hour assessment at his treatment facility, which is called Gate Center. It takes private insurance, but they have a lot of wonderful programs there. Like, they have just day-to-day any kind of treatment for anybody. It doesn't have to be just multiplicity or DID, but all kinds of issues that have to do with trauma and dissociation, and also figuring out if that's what's really going on, and we've corresponded before, you and I, to the specific person. I don't think that DID is what's going on with the person you're dealing with, but that's why she needs to really be assessed by a doctor. It's not I can't say, and I don't want to try to talk somebody into that their DID or multiple, and I don't want to try to talk them out of it. So I probably won't correspond with somebody that, if somebody writes me and says, this is what's going on with somebody I'm dealing with, and I think they're multiple, I probably, no, I won't correspond with them, until they go get assessed and know what's going on, because I don't want to influence one way or the other. So, I will put the links up and then write you the links to, excuse me, the Potter's Gate, which is in the UK. And also, like I said before, there's One Mind, which is very well known there and not far from you at all. The UK is very aware of DID and or multiplicity, and they're trying the person in particular that is the director of Potter's Gate Center used to be the director of the I'm trying to think of what ITSTD here in America, and he's trying to bring all of that to all of the assessment tools to physicians, social workers, teachers, and everyone in the UK, and recognize it for what it is and get it written up in manuals and everything, and what it's not. And he also firmly believes that it's logical and it makes sense, and it only becomes a disorder when it's not understood. So, I'll send you those links. To Deb, Utterface, or Painted Face, Uttermother Deb, I have now got my messengers downloaded and the webcam set up, and I hope that you're okay. I tried to make contact with you, and I hope to try again. And so, but I finally got everything downloaded the way I should. So I hope you're doing well. Busy couple of weeks, and I'm probably going to be busy until like Wednesday. Just a real busy time right now. My apartment's getting finally painted Monday. I've been coming and doing trim and little things, and now it's going to get all done on Monday. So that's going on, which I'm kind of excited about. And then my bathroom will get all... I've had a lot of home improvements happening in this complex that I just really like a lot. I'm really excited about. And so that's what's been going on here. I wanted to give you an example, because I always say I will give an example of why I am out here and why I probably will continue to talk about the misconceptions, the misunderstanding, the folklore, and the nonsense that goes along with media-made multiplicity and what lay people believe because of it. Within this past 2 weeks, I was talking to a gal, and we got to talking about multiple personality, and she knew about my channel and everything, and she said, let me ask you something. How do you know when one alter is doing one thing and when another is doing another, and do you have an awareness of it, or do you have like amnesia? Because this is what we've seen in the media, is that there's this amnesia, right? And I explained right away, no. In times of great stress, in the beginning, when I was first diagnosed in 1986, when I was told that's what was happening, I accepted that's what it was. When reliving trauma or abuse or going back and recalling it all, sure, there's going to be moments of too much information that's difficult to comprehend, and so moments of what I call brain clusters of too much information, but not amnesia. It's a transient where you can get all the information back, and and when you're co-conscious, and you've been co-running, living together your entire life, and you're not fighting each other, and that's not the disability, and that's not the disorder anymore, and you're all working together, there's constant knowledge going back and forth. It's constantly shared. So if anything, it might look a little befuddled because you got too much information going on and too much influx coming in of details everywhere. And this occurred because a person that I had done a lot of, I really supported and promoted out there in webland, made videos for, and really just never asked anything monetary or anything. I mean, I just tried to help him whenever he needed help. Had said to her, well, there was a situation going on, and I said what happened, and she said, well, he said don't believe you because you're multiple and you don't remember. And oh wow, I mean, that just so blew my mind. I thought, wow, this person never knew me, never knew me. And what a shame that that is the exact stigma and why I'm out here and telling other multiples and people, it's important you stay co-conscious and you have those tools and that you're all aware and that you get healthy and you stay healthy and you don't believe that you need to be irresponsible or need to black out and go have an excuse for whatever is going wrong. I have never used the abuse excuse out here. I have never used victim mentality. My channel has always been geared towards empowerment and thriving, moving past, recognizing what happened in your past, but moving past it and going forward. And so this totally blew me away and reminded me that I needed to stay out here doing what I'm doing. So I continue. Also, what else? A few of you I'm going to write privately with some changes that I'm going to do with my channel. And that's about it. Other than with that memory question, it made me think a lot about why this channel is named Sensory Overload, and that when people think that you, if you're multiple, have no memory of what you're doing, you can remind them that most times you have more memory of what you're doing. When you grow up in a home that could erupt into a war zone, or you go through trauma and then you're alert to trauma, much like a soldier in the army, you are aware of details, insignificant details that nobody else is aware of, but you're aware of them because they might matter. They might make a difference in saving your life. And so that's how that is with multiples, is that a lot of times we take in a lot of detail and can recall dates, facts, times, who was there, who said what, and it can get in the way. It can seem like too much info. So I wanted to remind this person of that, but I thought, nah, I didn't want to waste my energy. I was tired. Forget it. But, and I'll talk more about that later. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye-bye.